Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I want to test something. If the unsupported stations work here, it should. Again, I saw that a whole lot of the time, and I hope it still does. And I want to kind of go where I plan to build the ship station flying thing. I thought that we keep close to the base, and I think I will go somewhere over there, and we will make the test if we can set up the station and what that means for us. I want to know if the unsupported stations also support wind turbines. That's something I don't know, if it is just kind of a static grid that the wind turbines need, or if they need ground contact or something like that. That's the question I have because I never tested that. The miner should be reset by now, and this ship is still not ready to lift off. I kind of want to have a stable platform before we start to lift this thing off, because again, lifting this off the ground takes a lot of energy that we just don't have. It is not really feasible kind of to have such a large object flying in so close to a planet. We would have to throw a lot of energy into it, and that's something again I don't have right now, and I don't want to spend. Also, it's a weird thing. I want to build something here that looks nice, but that is not too crazy on the whole mechanism of Space Engineers, because I would have to throw a lot of uranium into it, and then I would be most of the time just on my way to feed this thing. I don't want to feed this thing, let's say it that way. So let us go close to the desert, somewhere in between. I want to keep the lake close by, because we might have to do some stuff with engines here, and we will have to see. And we need to keep this thing hovering. I got a bit of I got a comment about me touching the ground. That's something I said I don't want to do here, and the comment was absolutely right. I fell because I lost power on my jetpack, and the comment was completely right by saying you touched the ground, so that's forbidden. That's absolutely right. That is forbidden. So I have to be more careful with that. So let us weld up this block, and I just want to see if this block falls. If this block doesn't fall, we should be able to remove the rest and then just build up on this, or will that change any of the properties? It doesn't. So do I have enough steel with me to build higher up? Question is, how high should we go? I think I want to go up quite a bit. This whole thing, I want this looming shadow over this valley here, and but I still want to not go so high up that I just am completely out of the way of the mountains here. So a few, don't know. I will just go up a bit and see how it looks to me. And then this will be the bottom of the ship, and we will build up from that height then. I have the idea to, I don't know, I'm working out a few ideas in my head. Is the, don't know, stuff like a Zeppelin, or stuff like the Pridwin in Fallout 4. Then yeah, the helicarrier from Avengers. That was kind of the idea for the ship that we have back there. There's other stuff. Don't know. There could be Cloud City. I'm not sure. One thing I definitely want to build is a system that picks up craft out of the air, kind of. The idea would be an arm that comes out into the open, then a ship can dock to it, and then it gets brought into the hull of the station or something like that. That's stuff that I don't know, that's the inspiration that then takes me kind of to build stuff like that. And here again, I want to go away from any project that is based in an engineering marvel that just says, okay, it can hover here for weeks without, don't know, going to the ground, and I just have to feed 4,000 units of uranium every 2 hours into into the whole thing. Again, this is more something that I build for my enjoyment, I have the feeling. So I want to, I don't know. I want to fulfill some of the ideas that I have then that spring up when I hear flying base or something like that. Okay, I need more steel plates. Maybe I still have some on board. I have, so that's good. I brought stuff with me, but I don't know. See these dang spiders. Let me go a bit up. And then again, I want to at one point also do something about the spiders. We need to take our revenge. Don't know. And again, the spiders are an interesting thing. I had that once already, that I thought maybe having something that farms the spiders would be nice. And I think we should work on something like that. Because again, the spiders have a lot of cool stuff that we might want to take away from them. It's, no, coming here to conquer the land and to exploit the natural habitat. No. Such a bad man. Good. Oh man, that's a straight line here with where the desert starts. I don't care. Maybe that is enough. I think that is enough. I would like to, I don't know, I would like to bring it higher up on the other hand, but maybe it would be good to have some space below it. I don't know how it will look in the end, the whole thing. I played around with the airship cells that there is a mod basically that brings in stuff like hydrogen cells played around with that. I didn't find it really convenient, and let's say that way building a stationary ship with that also not the best thing. And again, I'm going more for my enjoyment and not a too crazy engineering project here. How high up am I now? You can tell me how high. 300. Let's go to something around 350. Okay, there we are. And then we start building out. I just want to make a bit of a platform here and test if we can put a wind turbine up here. That would be interesting for energy production, and makes your life a whole lot easier if you can just set up wind turbines instead of having to feed into the reactors like crazy. Wind turbine. Yeah, writing hard. These are too big. I like them, but we will go with a small one. And maybe a seat, just because we can. If the turbines work up here, then I don't have a big problem. If they don't work, yeah, then we have to rely on other things. Solar, always an option. I kind of want to try something else for bigger. So I would like to go for the pure running energy. So everything that the station needs to just be idle. I would like to go with solars or with wind turbines. But for peaks, refineries, assemblers, I would like to try to go with hydrogen engines. I never have really built with hydrogen engines. They are just something I don't use. They are, in my opinion, really, really useless. And I want to incorporate them for the first time, kind of. Have something that uses them to at least load up batteries with peak power requirements, kind of. Then something like that would be interesting to me. So if I could weld this up here, motors, displays, and computers. This needs motors, construction components, and computers. Okay, maybe I have all this. I have the displays. I have some computers. I don't have a lot of construction components. That is a problem. And I'm lacking motors. Ooh, okay, I might have to. No, I don't have to. Good. Let's just weld that up and see if the wind turbines work here. They work. Good. So wind turbines don't need direct contact. They just need a fixed grid. And this is, in essence, a fixed grid. So we can remove all these blocks. And as long as we don't touch any of the controls, let us see if that works. Can we have a panel and maybe have it work without power? I don't want to stick a battery on there for now. Just to... Is that... Now the question is this a different grid? info. This is static grid 1924. So if we rename this, because this might be static grid 19. No, this is static grid 4630. Okay, so here, just to show you. So if we convert this to a ship, it drops. And that's what we definitely don't want to have. We just want to have... Ooh, that's a huge pole. Ooh, amazing. Doink. Good, we will bring that steel back. So that's the worst thing that could happen. And I'm not sure, and that's one thing we should maybe test too. What happens if we merge a ship? Okay, if we merge a ship to the station. So with connectors, there should be no problems. So with a connector, we don't change the how the grid basically is treated, kind of. But with a merge, we might end up changing how the grid is defined. I'm not sure. Good. Let me clean this up, and then I will come back to you. Hopefully these guys don't eat me now, and I have to be careful to not touch the ground. This is just... I could just turn on the filtered repair system. Ugh. So, okay, I will clean this up and then come back to you. Oh, not good. I can go back to the work on the station once these attacks are over. I'm getting attacked by one of these outposts. I have the feeling it's more than one because there's 3 antennas. I'm not sure if that's a pack, but good that we talked about it. Now it's over. So they destroyed one of the cargo drones. That's not nice. But on the other hand, it's not really needed. At one point I can make a better one, and we still have the one... Okay, it's back. We still have the one that flies over to the mining outpost. Or the mining... whatever, mining machine. This is unpleasant, even with a lot of lasers. Really, really unpleasant. I had ships, and now I'm really happy that I built stuff above the thrusters here, because I had ships ram into the thrusters here, and I got shot multiple times because I just tried to get away from the ship. Especially the squid drones. The squid drones are the worst. They are just unpleasant. Very, very unpleasant. Hope I don't have damage on the ships I need. Had to park the ship here because I had a lot of stuff in it that I wanted to get rid of, but there must be a sorter somewhere down there. It sucked everything out of the ship. I'm fine with that right now. Have to deal with that stuff over there. I wanted to see if the thrusters... Okay, there's... I think I will try to add more. The gravitic manipulators, again, they are very, very powerful. And they feel at least a bit cheaty. And on the other hand, they require a lot of materials, so I hope that this is kind of a good trade-off. I will try to do another hover attempt to maybe move the ship a bit away from here, but to see. Kind of want to go back into the base and see what else we can loot from there. I'm not sure. I still have to do more work. I built a bit of a platform over there. We can't see it right now. That was one of my main concerns. I wanted to bring back some parts for antennas, and then I got attacked. That's the thing I want to do next. Set up an antenna so we can see where it is, and then we go. And don't know, maybe deal with this? I'm not sure. You can see that they kind of phase in and out of existence right now. Good. Back in a bit, I would say. Because of the amount of enemies that popped up nearby, I have two at the moment. One is just visible, but I think I have one up there somewhere, and there's another observer somewhere over there that is spewing drones at me, and there's still this group. And I don't know, this is another one. I'm not sure if this is one of the dots we had there, because there is dots, and then there's this observer there. So we have to bring up this ship and have to see if we can do something to dock it up to the station, and then hopefully we can keep it just in the air there for a while. We need something that defends us there while we are building. We don't have the power needed for everything. We have basically nothing over there. So this thing needs to fly now, and we need to fly it over to a new station, and hopefully we can do that now. I'm still not sure. We're still in the ropes here. So is this still locked? Yeah, this is locked again. I wanted to lock it because that takes a strain off of the physics. It's the thing to do. Okay, let's just good. Then unlock this. I think it hovers. If we can get it over there and then maybe set up a connector that just is able to keep that thing connected to the base itself, that would be great. See, fleeting rivals, another fleeting rival, a sparrow already on the way. So this is crazy. I don't know why it tips. This thing tips so much. It shouldn't. But at least we can fly now. Are we going down? Yeah, we are moving when the ship is standing still. But I have to say I'm okay with that right now. We have energy for 2 days. And that's why while we're pushing the ship. So maybe if we can connect it up to the station, it doesn't need to hold its full weight. And it is also the ship. I wanted to test something. That's the thing I wanted to set up. But all the enemies there now. Oh, the railgun is taking over. That's good. The railgun is doing something. I don't know what, but the railgun is doing something. I think it attacks the rest of the observer we had back there. Come on. Yes. Okay. I will let the ship do that. There's still parts on the deck that, yeah, where basically just one of the things just crashed onto the deck. So not the nicest thing. Good. Yeah, the railgun. I could stop the railgun now. I think that thing is gone. Long gone. So... See how many enemies there are? That's just too much. Assertive. Bad stuff. Really, really bad stuff. Where's my platform? There. Or? How high are we right now? 400 meters. Okay. We're above the platform right now. So turn that thing. See, we are still going down. Again, the downward motion, see that there is speed now on the ship, and that's even when I stand still. This is something that happens when you have ships attached. I want to try to do something about this. Because this downward motion is one of the things that I really don't like about the system, the physics system. So I can't get rid of this downward motion as long as I have ships attached to it or subgrids attached to it. And we might, I want to test that. So what we should do and what we should able is to attach some all we need for vector thrust system. Again, Vermilion told me that his system might be able to counteract this height loss, and that would make some more hovering ships, and this time real ships, a lot more possible. So we will I will attach just some thrusters to the sides, and we will see if they do something. It would just be interesting to know. It's again, this is at the moment a mess because I have to get rid of the enemies. I have to work out our power systems. I have to keep this thing flying. This is crazy. And then we will do some more engineering later. Hope the ship flies well enough to keep us hovering, but you can see it slowly goes down. A rotor, and then change the color. Don't press that. Use this. 0. And then thrusters. We go with just atmospheric thrusters, small ones, because we just want to have thrusters that are able to counteract what's happening here. We don't want to have thrusters that go crazy and have all the thrust in the world. We just want to have thrusters that can assert a bit of power on the system and are able to just hopefully give it the push it needs. How many assertive bases are there? Oh man, this is not nice. Programmable block. And then put in a vector thrust system. fleeting rival. Come on, give me that. Edit, no, not custom data. Edit, browse scripts, vector thrust. Hopefully it is working. That looks really well. So what we will do is we need to I really need to stand by some sort of calculation. What was the settings for that? I will have to look that up. So these thrusters, the nacelles are already doing stuff. Question is, what are they doing? And not enough to keep the ship up. What's going on? We are getting pelted. Right now, okay, I have to turn the system on. I should keep that in mind. So, at the moment, it's just X. Oh! It brought down the... It definitely brought down the speed. So maybe it's just the thing of adding more thrusters? Let's test it. Let's test that. Look, I will just recompile the whole thing and then hopefully this works. I mean, again, we are under heavy fire right now. That's not fun. Another fleeting rival coming in. These stopped. They are not there anymore, or they are still there. They are just at the moment keeping still. Oh, the railgun. Oh, the railgun is doing work. Amazing. It brought down... We see a definitive change in the drop. Maybe I should have used big thrusters. Ah, no, now I'm just working with a... Okay, keep it close. We need to recompile the script and then turn the thrusters back on. If this works, I'm really happy, because then we at least keep some of the ships flying, and we just have to use vector thrust to keep it up. But for now, could I get closer? I will get the railgun in range and see if the railgun is just taking over with this, and maybe the railgun can deal with some of the observer towers. They will come back, that's the thing. I still don't know how their spawn works, and if the changes that Splitsy did to the cargo ship script, if that also affects the assertive installations. He changed some stuff there for his series. Now everybody, maybe everybody has to suffer, but that's okay. I can deal with it. Come on, let's see how crazy it is now with so I need to recompile and then turn that back on. Recompile and then turn it on. Okay, this I'm on standby. G, then the programmable block. Some level emote control. That must be the run percentage standby. That must be. Come on. No, wrong, standby. Run. And on, thrusters are on, dampeners are true, cruise false, good. So. What's happening? Why are the thrusters working now or not? They are not working. It turned the thrusters on. Let me. This is just. I'm under stress. Let me maybe try to get this to work, and then I will come back to you and we will see what this did. Okay, back in a sec. That is the best I could get the ship to. It's not perfect. I upped the target acceleration, so that should work in our favor because again we have I'm still not sure how all of this works, but I brought that up because the gravity here is higher. The ship is constantly going out of level. I had a script for that. I'm not sure if this script still works. So what we will do is we will go to the station and then anchor it there. Hopefully that works out better. Question is, where is it? I can't see it right now. I should be able to. Should be able to see it. There it is. And then we just anchor it to the station. That hopefully gives us enough of a hole that we can keep that thing in the air. I tend to use the keyboard for this. Makes everything a bit nicer, a bit easier when you fly the ship, because then you can most of the time keep it level. The thrusters kind of, I don't know. What they do is, and that's what they are supposed to do, they move with the whole ship. As always, the vector thrusters, the script just does that, and I have to say, I always fear that that is the moment where we lose height. Bringing it down to 0.01 is, I think, as good as we can get it. And that's a good number, because then the ship loses a centimeter of height every second, but that's in the end still a very high number. Let's say it that way. But we will anchor the ship here to have protection. That is something that we definitely need here. That the assertive drones and the assertive stations get so bad, I don't know. I have the feeling they got a lot worse. Okay, bring the ship up. And then we get out, install a connector, and then we try to anchor this. I hope this works. G, and we need connector. I installed another thruster nacelle on the back of the ship now. That immediately changed the numbers a lot more. So the nacelle cluster on the back was definitely needed. So connector. I'm still not using the search function as often as I should. Okay, this, and then we just put this thing on. Turn this on. And then we just try to align it, hopefully. I'm not sure what that does for our energy. Could be that it is not enough and that we have to pump up the energy production a lot more. But come on, build that thing, build it. Okay, just need to go up and then just to the front, just a tiny bit. I don't want to ram this massive ship into the small platform that we have there. That is not needed. Okay, up a bit and to the front. Okay, we can lock for 13 days. The problem that we still have is that the lasers really use up a lot of power. Is that thing still sinking? No, it's not. So now we are standing still. Okay, we have defense now. We have all our materials here. And now we can start to build the station in, hopefully in a bit of peace. That is crooked as hell. But I can accept that for now. This needs cleaning up at one point. No, you... Dang thing. These drones are so aggressive. All the parts and all the stuff that just flies around here. What to do? So there's a sparrow coming in from the back. And the station is too far away. This turns into a battlefield here, and that's the last thing I wanted to have. My battlefield were the spiders and not the crazy drones. This will slow down the game again. I will live with this for now. and hope that the lasers are good enough for now to keep us safe. Maybe I add 1 or 2 more. 5. And then, okay, it's flat. So then on top of the thrusters, just 2 more. And I hope this doesn't cut too much into our energy storage. Good. 13 days is a lot of time in Space Engineers, and we should be able to deal with the power needs in that time, and with maybe setting up some wind turbines and all that stuff, we should be good to go. But again, that's not the idea in the end. The station should be able to carry its own, yeah, maybe with different methods of energy production. I'm not sure. We will see how that works out in the end. Good people, but I think that's all for today. I hope you liked this episode. If you have ideas, if you have comments, then let me know. There's a few new people on my Discord, and that's always an option for you to join there, and then we can have some, don't know, you can give me ideas a bit more directly if you want. I don't know. Again, I appreciate ideas. Please refrain from telling me what to do. That would be appreciated. Is this the superstructure holding up? It is. Good. People, I will have to deal with more of these drones now. Yeah, I would say we will see us in the next video, guys. See ya then.